Welcome you all. This is Shruti Mehrotra from United College of Engineering and Research, Allahabad. Today in this video, I would be sharing certain important questions of class 9th science, and these questions are very important from examination point of view as I have taken from the previous year sample papers. So watch the video till the end. So let's get started. So that we can see the first question is on the screen, that is draw a displacement time graph for a body moving with a uniform velocity, right? So here you can see that I have drew a diagram for you people, which is between displacement versus time, right? And for the constant velocity, the displacement time graph is always a straight line which is inclined at an angle theta, right? And that angle is from the time axis. We are measuring that angle always from the time axis, that is from the x-axis. So it is always for a constant velocity, displacement time graph is always a straight line. You have to remember this, right? Second question is identify the kind of energy possessed by a running athlete, right? So it's very obvious that it possesses a kinetic energy. Now let's see what a kinetic energy is. An energy which a body possesses by virtue of being in motion. Means if any body is in a state of a motion, then it always possesses a kinetic energy. So here the athlete is running, so it always possesses a kinetic energy. And the formula of the kinetic energy is equal to K is equal to half mv square, right? Where m is your mass and v is your velocity. So you have to remember this. Question number 3 is, it contains two parts. The first part is compulsory for you to attempt because it has no option, right? So the first part is, what are concentrates in animal feed? So let's discuss the answer to this question. So we know that concentrate refers to animal feeds that are rich in energy, okay, and proteins but low in fibers. Okay, that means concentrates are nothing but they are always rich in proteins but they have low composition of the fiber. So certain examples are corn, soya bean meals, oats, wheats, etc., right? Second question, part of the same question is, it is an optional one where we are going to discuss both. Okay, so the first part of the question is, name two internal parasites that causes diseases in animals. So the diseases in animals, they can be caused by the internal as well as the external parasites, no matter. So here, but in the question it is asking for the internal parasites, so we are going to give the examples of the internal parasites. They are the roundworms, tapeworms, flukes, etc., right? And the second question, part of second question is, what is mixed farming? How does it help a farmer? So we know that mixed farming is nothing but it is a type of farming in which what happens, only on a single piece of land more than one crops are grown at a time, okay, and the amount of one type of mineral does not gets depleted, thereby it helps the farmers by having a good yield and without any use of fertilizer. So this is how this mixed farming is affecting the farmers. It is beneficial for the farmers. Question 4 is, name the abiotic factors that are responsible for the damage of food grains during storage process, right? So abiotic as well as biotic factors both affect the both are the factors which are responsible for the loss of grains during storage, right? So abiotic factors are the humidity, temperature, and biotic factors are like the insects, rodents, birds, mites, bacteria, and so on. So here in the question it is asking to tell about the abiotic factors, so you just have to write about abiotic factors, which includes humidity and temperature, right? Next question and the last question is, it contains two parts. The first part is, state the principle on which the working of the hydrometer is based. So we all know it is obvious that the working of the hydrometer is based on the principle of Archimedes, right? It is based on Archimedes principle, and this principle states that if any solid substance it is suspended in a fluid, then a buoyant force will act on that object, and that force will be equal to the weight of the fluid displaced, right? So thus the lower the density of the substance, the farther the hydrometer will sink. So this is how the basic principle of hydrometer is about, right? Next part of the same question is, a sharp knife is more effective than a blunt knife. Why? So we prefer to use sharp knife instead of a blunt knife because what happens, due to its very thin edges, I'm talking about the sharp knife, because of its very thin edges we use sharp knife. The force of our hand falls on a very small area, okay, of the object, producing a very large pressure, and it helps us to easily cut the object. So that's why we prefer the sharp knife. But in case of blunt knife, what happens, it has thicker edges. Clear? So I hope you have understood these questions. If you have any doubt, comment me on the comment section. Thank you for watching the video.